Everybody's so creative, and you can be creative too for these holiday seasons. If you want to get your meal on the table quick and in a hurry, go ahead and prep it up this way. The key to a good, quick meal is prepping up and make sure most of the stuff is canned. Get it in the can. You can get it about 8-9 years in advance. Now put your canned ham right on an aluminum pan. See how fast you did that? Done. See, you don't have to worry about nothing else. Just put it in there and keep moving. Now you got your turkey breast. The breast cooks up faster, so you don't have to get the whole turkey, worry about them legs and wings. Go on and cook the white meat. And then throw your mayo on top. Lather it up real good. I know you probably like, hey, where the seasoning? Don't worry about it. You don't have to season everything because the season cover up some of the taste of the meat. Some people like to taste the actual meat. And this is for people that love turkey. Now go ahead and get your green beans in a can. You ain't got to worry about snapping nothing in the kitchen, talking. Oh, remember last week when we was downstairs, you said you was going to do my hair? You ain't got to have that conversation. Open up the can, plop it in, throw whole potatoes on there. That way nobody be putting their fingers through it trying to take the little pieces out if they don't like potatoes. Pop a potato aside and keep it moving. Now get your canned yams. Throw that on in there in the pan with the juice and everything. They cook up real fast. They start off soft. See, now put your pecans or pecans on there because that's your seasoning. You don't need all that sweet stuff that may give you a toothache at the end of the day. You don't need the brown sugar, vanilla extract, everything in there. Like you're making a sweet potato pie. We're going to just go ahead and put the nuts in there and let that do its thing. Now, cook your macaroni up because this is going to be time consuming, like 10 minutes. Cook that up. Now you want to see there? Put it in a pan, casserole pan. All this stuff you can put right in your freezer. You don't have to be up over the stove 6 o'clock in the morning waiting for a turkey to get done. Look at there. See this? Got cheese sauce. I don't have to cut nothing up. I ain't shredding nothing. I ain't cleaning nothing. Look at there. You ain't got flour all over the kitchen or nothing from doing a roux. You just got yourself a nacho cheese can sauce. Throw that right over top. I mean, it is mac and cheese. That's all it called for. It didn't say seasoned mac and cheese along with shredded, all this 75 different cheeses that cost $199.99. We going for regular. Just make sure you make it real soupy. That way when you put it in the oven, it'll stay cheesy like that. Look at us. We already going. See how it look? Probably look like it took us about 15 minutes. And did. Now go ahead and put that in the freezer. You're going to get ready to be popping on Christmas Eve. I'm telling you, because when you pull all that stuff out the freezer, sit it out all night. Then you can pop it in the oven in the morning on low. And you go. That's it. You can be back in the bed if you want to, or out there dancing and enjoying yourself, drinking eggnog. Just do it in advance and make sure it's canned. Y'all, everybody's so creative, especially around the holidays. Here's a holiday pie I've never seen before, and I don't know why. Cut some pickles up and, Santa been naughty. Cut the pickles up in hot dogs and put them in a pie crust, a graham cracker pie crust, and go on and add your gelatin because you want it to look like you wasn't supposed to do that. See how it looked like you get in trouble if you was doing that when you was a kid? You're not a kid though. You can do this. I'm allergic, so I won't be trying this, but you can try with all your guests. Put it on the table after your event and see if anybody's back flipping or cartwheeling. And if not, just check their pulse. See, is it good? You want something else on top of that to add a little flavor? You add it. See that? Put ketchup. You know why? Because you did something different in the beginning. Why not the end? Everybody's so creative. Always start off breakfast with a seasoned pan. Season from everything you had last week. Add 2 eggs into that pan. And throw some ham right in there too. Make sure you throw it or it won't taste the same. Load it up with salt and pepper because we tired of y'all saying people don't season. That way you can't talk about it. Now go ahead and take a spoon and just mix it up in the pan. You want a plastic spoon so that way when the plastic starts melting, it'll melt straight through those eggs and give it such a different flavor. Something that you probably never had that'll keep you up the night if you got work in the morning. Did we add a potato? Add a whole potato. I never did that in the frying pan, but we're doing it here. See how it looked like it probably wouldn't cook? Now you want to deglaze all that crap you had at the bottom of the pan. Look, now add ketchup because remember, ketchup makes everything taste like something. Now throw it on the plate. I know you probably like, it ain't done. We got more, y'all. Look, something else. Got a tortilla shell. Now we got a burrito taco for breakfast. See how it look? Soupy? That's what you're going for. Now sit it down in front of everybody and see. Everybody's so creative. One thing about cooking for yourself, if you do it wrong, can't nobody tell you don't do it again because you can do it all over again. And you don't have to wash your pans every night. Go ahead and leave everything that you had from last night's dinner or even last week's dinner right on the stove. That way your pan is nice and seasoned when you get to throw your hot dogs and sausage in there with some cheese. Throw it right in there with all that goodness at the bottom of the pan. You know why? Because now we're about to deglaze all that goodness out the bottom of the pan. And we're going to go ahead and put that all into a liquor. Look at that. Look at that. It's turning into a liquor. Uh-oh. The cheese is bubbling. That's when you know you done it right now. Now everybody going to be coming, running to the kitchen and wonder what you doing because it's smelling so different in there. See that? Make sure you bang on the pan a lot with your spoon because you want everybody in there to know you're really doing it in the kitchen. Push it down. Push that nice soft bread down. You don't want that softness. You want it to be real soupy so you can wring it out at the end. Make sure you cook everything together because you want to soak up all them juices and all that seasoning you had at the bottom. Going right into that roll. Don't that sound different? Now beat it. Just beat it. Right with the back of the spoon. That's important. Because then you're going to really have people going, you okay in there? And just come out sweating like you're really doing something good. Look at there. See how once it starts to string, it's getting there. You're almost done now. Make sure you have that cheese real cheesy. You know why? Because it ain't going to slide down easy if it ain't cheesy. I bet this one would though. It's real soppy-doppy. That's what we want. Go ahead. Make sure it looks like a cheesesteak. That as soon as they took it off the grill, they rolled it up in a whole bunch of wrap. And you traveled 35 minutes. And when you opened it up, it was the steam had made it all soupy. That's what you want it to look like. And then you know it's right. If y'all don't like that, go on down to Kiki's house. Kiki is the neighbor with all the kids that don't mind feeding everybody. Just tell us somebody else sent you.